What would you say is the most iconic line from Tim Burton's Batman in 1989? I would say probably this one.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? What? I always ask that of all my prey. I just like the sound of it.
You do, Joker? You say that to all of your prey? Are you absolutely sure about that?
Eckhart! Think about the future.
Well, you didn't mention it there. Oh, but I'm cherry picking. Just because you didn't say it in one particular instance doesn't disprove it at all.
Jack is dead, my friend. You can call me Joker. And as you can see, I'm a lot happier.
Well, okay, two.
If we can't do business, why, we'll just shake hands and that'll be it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, I got a live one here. Oh, there'll be a hot time in the old town tonight.
Okay, three.
Hello, Vinny. It's your Uncle Bingo. Time to pay the check.
Hang on.
And now comes the part where I relieve you, the little people, of the burden of your failed and useless lives. But as my plastic surgeon always said, if you gotta go, go with a smile.
Not there either.
Bob, done.
In fact, not here either.
Tell me, kid, you ever danced with the devil by the pale moonlight?
Indeed, the only times he appears to say it are two pretty much unconnected confrontations in which he has a gun pointed at Bruce Wayne. You might well ask, so what? Well, I only mention it to point out what a lousy plot contrivance the dance with the devil line really is. Napier, or the Joker, or whichever you want to call him, only ever says it to Bruce, and he is completely unaware the second time that they'd ever met previously for him to say it the first time. Truth to tell, the plot of this overrated movie is crippled by some awful contrivances. For example, Commissioner Gordon just happens to be informed about the Axis chemical break-in while at Wayne Manor. Bruce just happens to be hanging around outside City Hall when the Joker murders Vinny, because Vinny just happens to hold a press conference at a location right around the corner from Crime Alley on what just happens to be the anniversary of the Wayne family's murders. Vicky just happens to be running late to a phony date at the museum and so left a message for Bruce to that effect, without which Batman would not have known to go and rescue her.
I'm not meeting her today.
The Joker just happened to show up at Vicky's apartment at the time Bruce was there trying to explain to her about his alias.
It's me?
Those sorts of things. Like all the Burton Schumacher Bat films, the plot is not coherent and has too many and then developments and not enough and so developments. But this dance with the devil by the pale moonlight feature takes the problem into a different stratosphere.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
It's already too coincidental for words that the guy who murdered Bruce's parents becomes the guy Batman later has to hunt down to bring down the Gotham crime syndicate. But this is amplified to fantasy levels by the way Bruce discovers it. He only discovers it because Joker said the same thing that Napier had said to him many years earlier. And the underlying plot of the film hinges on Napier unknowingly saying the same thing to adult Bruce as he said it to the younger Bruce. But in spite of the Joker's claims, he never says it to anyone else. Just by pure chance, he happens to say it again when he is facing the same guy many years later, but he never appears to say it to any other prospective victim. This has got to be the single worst contrivance in a plot in superhero movie history. And yes, even worse than some of the ones in the 1960s Batman film. Well, with one possible exception.
Let us feast our eyes on the watery remains.
Gosh, Batman. Nobility of the almost human corpse.
True, Robin. It was noble of that animal to hurl himself into the path of that final torpedo.
2 then.
Holy horseshoe!
I give up.